your balls. I heard your girls got you climbing the walls. Man, your life is a mess. You used to wear the pants, now you're wearing a dress. You feel like enough is enough, and you're tired of wearing the handcuffs. Cause you no longer run your own house. You wanna be a man again, come and join Mouse. What's up, everybody?
What up?
Welcome to the Mouse Show.
You know.
I'm King Ricky.
And I'm Barry.
And I got something I want to talk about today that's irks my nerves. They probably be like, he always saying that. But that's the point of the show, to get stuff off my chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, I feel like there's things that we talk about that probably get on other people's nerves too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like mine. And so that's why I do the show, because I figure like, if I talk about this stuff that bugs me and gets on my nerves, maybe it bug other people too, and maybe we can do something about it.
Definitely.
So
It's
today,
all about change.
Yes, it is. So today is a show about something that I do not like I said earlier, and that's when you call the business and nobody answers the phone. Did that get on your nerves?
It does.
Oh my gosh, it gets on my nerves, man, because I'm like, what happened to business? We're gonna talk about what happened to businesses too. Like, you know, why can't you just call somebody? I know it's easier for them to throw some AI in there, or, you know, a recording or something, or have somebody overseas answer the phone, but do anybody nowadays think about the customer?
Nope.
It don't
Not
seem like
much.
it. It don't seem like it, man. I think people need to start thinking about the customer more. And I think we need to, as a society, start demanding that y'all think about us a little bit more. Because this is not cool, man. Like, I hate when I call a business, they be like, push this, push that, push 3, push 5. And half the time, they ain't got a button that you want to push.
Don't even exist on the receiver. Huh?
Yeah, on the property, you're like, okay, none of the stuff that I wanted came up. You know what I mean? So why do y'all have all this stuff? You're not going to cover every single thing. And some stuff will say like, you know, okay, dial this number for operator. But then you got some, they be like, push this, push that. And if you don't have a number, you push it. But okay, thanks for calling. They just hang up in your face.
Yeah.
I'm like, what was that about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny. Like some of
Put
the
some respect on my name.
Yeah. As far as when it comes to the AI and automated services, some of it because of cost savings, you know, cost and efficiency.
Of course.
You know, cost reduction, hiring, training, and retaining call center staff is expensive. You know, so AI and chat box, what they call, offer cheaper alternatives.
Yeah, but this is the problem, Barry. This is what I always say, man. It always circles back around to money, right?
Yeah.
And the problem is with human beings now, everybody wants to make a whole bunch of money. Like, nobody's just happy with a profit anymore. Growing up, people used to be happy with profits, because I thought about this and this was making me mad right now. Back in the 50s, I saw this thing on YouTube where they showed a lady had a table full of food, and I know the cost of living is different, but this is what where I'm going on. This is showing you the difference between then and now. She had a table full of food. She spent $27.50 on that food for the week for her family. Her husband was the only one working. She didn't even work. She was a stay-at-home mom, and they spent that much money on food for a week.
What year was this?
It was in the 50s.
Whoa.
Yeah, but this is the bad part about it, where I'm going. Why is it that in the 50s, in the 60s, and the 70s, and even the 80s, probably the 90s too, one man can work in a home and have a stay-at-home wife and still afford to buy a house, but you can't do it now? Why is that, man?
I think partly because I think sometimes the Federal Reserve drive up prices as well.
They do.
But the prices of goods and stuff just goes up for whatever reason.
That's
It's
what I'm
harder to
saying.
manufacture things and they go up.
That shouldn't be the issue, though, because I feel like if things for like 100 years, 200 years, whatever, was affordable, how is that we gotten to the point where nothing's affordable anymore? You shouldn't be able to get outpaced by society as far as what it takes to live.
Yeah.
Is my point. So, like, say it's like my friend named Bobby, his mom bought a house probably back in the 70s or something, right? She had the house for 40 years or whatever, and all of a sudden, you know, a single man probably couldn't even afford the house. And she was a single mom with like probably 8 kids in the house. So if a single mom back then could buy a house with 8 kids while supporting 8 kids with a regular job, shouldn't it always be that way in society where a person with a regular job can buy a house?
it would make sense, but I'm thinking the materials and everything else that has to do with that house has gone up. So that's why everything else has to go up too. I mean, you figure they'll give you more taxes because they want to pay for something pay for Social Security, or they're going to pay for something else that's the state need.
Right.
So I think that the materials and whatever it has to do with building a house goes up. So that's why things change with the pricing of houses and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, why is stuff going up though?
Somebody is controlling it.
Yeah,
The reason why it
exactly.
does go up.
That's my point. Like, people putting the price on what they want to put a price on. You know what I'm saying? Stuff don't have to go up. But somebody said, "Oh, this is gonna have to go up."
Yeah, because somebody want to make money.
Exactly, and it's the thing because say it's like where I live, you know, in my complex. When we first started living there, our rent was a certain amount. All of a sudden now, oh, we're not at market value. We got to raise rent. You don't have to raise it. You don't have to. It's your place. You can control that. I don't care what everybody else is getting. You don't have to say I'm gonna get the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? You can say, well, you know what? Even though I know market value is this, I like my tenants. They pay on time. They've been there a long time. I'm not gonna go up because your mortgage haven't went up. Your taxes on your house might go up, but your mortgage is not going up. If you wrote a contract for a certain amount and you don't take out no second loan or nothing like that, your mortgage is not going up.
Do you think it's a possibility they might be charging you more because of a purchase that they made and they kind of don't want to feel the out of pocket expense immediately and they want to have you pay for it?
Of course, people want you to pay for stuff they want. Everybody wants to live a certain way, but they don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
So they put the cost on you, which is not right. Nobody wants to take care of another person. You know what I mean? They don't want to say like, this person's good to me, so I'm gonna be good to them. People don't even think that way anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was the owner of a house and somebody was a good tenant, I'd be thinking like, you know what? The fact that this person is a good tenant,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even raise the rent, man. If I do, I'm gonna barely raise it because I appreciate them as a human being and what they're bringing to the table.
So if you like, let me ask you this: you would raise it under the circumstances, though, that if your taxes went up in your personal life with your house, would you raise it on them?
If it went up to where it's, say, it's like, it's not doing me any good to like keep it the same because it's affecting me how much they're raising. But everybody knows when they raise taxes on houses, they only raise it 1 or 2%. It's not very much. Because other people I talk to that own houses, I don't know how much do they raise your taxes, and they always say, "Oh, it's only like 1%," but they raising my rent like 10. So that means you're just being greedy now. You know what I'm saying?
So you would, if you were in that position, you would just raise it if it got like, if it really kind of like got a little bit to where you didn't have a choice but to.
Yeah,
But it
pretty
wouldn't be
much.
every year. It would be
Right.
maybe once every 5 years or
Yes.
according to whatever.
Like say for instance, like when I first decided to rent, and say for instance, I'm renting this place and I'm getting my mortgage paid, plus I'm putting $400 a month in my pocket. And then 10 years later, I'm getting my mortgage paid, but now I'm putting $150 in my pocket. Then 5 years after that, my rent is paid, but now I got to add another 75 to that. That's when I'll raise rent because I shouldn't have to pay into more than what, you know what I'm saying, my mortgage is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically I'm basically paying the mortgage and part of the renter's mortgage. I mean rent. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If we get to that point, yeah, I'm gonna raise rent. But as long as I'm making a little bit of a profit, it don't have to be X amount of dollars per month. As long as I'm making a little bit of profit, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to make a big giant profit. It'd be like, oh, this is an opportunity to make a profit, so let me just keep raising it. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think people just get so greedy, man.
Yeah,
And
they
it
do.
makes me so mad because nobody says, I'm gonna do this for the good of everybody. And this is why. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like. But anyway, that's my own personal thing.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. Like I have to live in a building where there is a rent control, so they only go up like, I think it used to be 3% before the pandemic, but now it's 4%.
Right.
And that's about, that is not a whole bunch.
Nah, that's
You know,
at least reasonable.
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
reasonable. But I couldn't afford to live there if they went up 10% every year and a half. I would be priced out real soon.
That's what I'm saying. That's how they do with me. They keep raising 10%. As they keep doing
Yeah.
that, I might as well move. It ain't gonna make
Yeah.
no sense anymore because it'd be different if you put everything brand spanking new into place and start trying to get the same value as everybody else, but you ain't doing nothing different and you still want the same value, that ain't gonna work.
If they did that, would you stay?
It would depend on what's out there. It's like once it gets to the point where you want market value, well, I'm gonna see what else is out there now. I might be able to get something new and better. I'm gonna start looking at my options now.
Makes
You know what I'm
sense.
saying?
Yeah, you got
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I got off on a tangent a little bit on that. But nah, I just want to know why these businesses have to be so bad. That's what it's really about. Because businesses are bad now. Like we talked about this on the other show about the food with the ribeye steaks. You know, butchers have totally changed. Oh, matter of fact, I want to tell you the story. I went to a store the other day. They had some roast on sale, right? And I usually buy me a roast and have it cut up into steaks. So now this is the thing they've been doing. You go buy a roast, they debone the roast. And then they when you buy it, the bone part is cut off. So it's a steak without a bone now. Yeah, because they want you to actually cook it as roast. How you gonna tell me what to do with the meat? That's basically what it is. Now you trying to tell me how I should be buying the meat. Because even though he said on his roast, I didn't ask you to debone it. Maybe I want the bone in mine. Yeah, they do that, bro. I'm telling you, they do that at the store with you. They debone it. And so basically, you know how you get a steak that has a little bone in it?
Yeah.
That part is now gone, and it's just the meat itself, no bone.
So in the bones place, they just push it together where it's all meat, or where
No, it's cut off. That's what I'm saying. Like, because the bottom half is bone. The rest is steak. You know, you have a steak, and this part is a bone. They cut it to where the bone part is all gone. So now it's just meat, and that's it. And then I asked this dude, I said, hey, what's up with the meat, man? Y'all ain't got no roast back there with the bones? You know why? Because, say for instance, like, the roast is on sale for $7.99 a pound, right? The steaks, they can sell the steaks for $14.99 a pound. So they're not gonna give you this. Yeah, they're not gonna give you the same thing for a cheaper price, basically. But why are you determining that? If you're having a sale as a roast, I should be able to buy the roast at whatever the cost is, no matter what. But guess what? This is what I mean about business, man. Businesses are bad because you get these people that are somebody hired that didn't come from the bottom and work their way up.
Yeah, I'm going through that right now at work.
Wow. Or you get somebody that is related to somebody else and they didn't really fully learn the job. Or they're trying to satisfy their boss by looking good for their boss and they don't care about the public. Like, we got to stop accepting this. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be the number one people that you're trying to satisfy. And remember when we was growing up, they had a saying. You know what I'm going to say? About customers.
Yes.
What is it?
The customer's always right.
Exactly. So how we go from the customer being always right to you doing what you want to do now and don't care about the customer? The people that's keeping your business alive. You don't care about that person anymore? We got to get away from, we got to start making people do their jobs the way it's supposed to be meant to be done. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep accepting people doing stuff the way they want to do it because you want to look good for somebody. That shouldn't be the reason why I'm shopping at your store, to make you look good. You know what I mean? If you're good at your job, it's going to show.
Yeah. You know, that's what I noticed in the industry I work in, dude. It's kind of like that, man, to where they want to do what they want to do, and it's all about company profits.
Yes.
And we have people who are in leadership who probably came up a little bit too fast. They need bodies now.
Yes.
Because nobody wants these positions because they're too stressful. I've worked with a lot of people who've had heart attacks at a young age, who passed away at a young age.
Wow.
And people just don't want to do it no more. So they need bodies to fill the position, and they fill them with the position with people who are unqualified.
Exactly.
People who didn't go up from the ranks. They started off as this position, and then next thing you know, you're the second to the highest guy in charge.
Second in command.
And you've only been with the company 4 years. What do you know?
Exactly.
Like, you're 28, 30 years old, and you're telling people who 55 plus what to do, who bought houses, who've raised kids, who put them through college, and you haven't even moved out your mother's house yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
I see that a lot.
How does that make any sense?
None.
That's what I'm saying. That's why the quality of stuff is going down so bad. I remember at my job, when I first got there, the guy that was in charge, he worked his way all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. It took him 30 years. But he knew that whole place from front to back, who did what at each job and how it was supposed to be done.
Yep.
And he was the best general manager we ever had. We've had
believe
several.
Yeah, I believe
He was
that.
the best one, man, because he knew what he was doing. And he worked his way up, and he appreciated everybody's position. and he knew what everybody's position was. So by the time he got to the top, he knew what it took to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? And he knew what he was doing. These people now, they got a degree. You do this for a few years, then we're gonna move you up to this. You
Yep.
do that for a couple years, then we're gonna move you up to this. You do this for a little bit, then you're gonna move you up to this. They've been in the company 12 years, now they got a general manager position, and they wasn't even good at the jobs they was doing before that.
Yeah, that's where. Yep, that's
This
what's going
is
on.
pitiful. Somebody gotta have some balls and do the things that need to be done to get stuff back right. That's the whole point of this show, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's the same. That's the exact same thing. It's probably happening everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's the exact same thing. That's the problem. No, I guess not a problem, but that's kind of like what I'm going through right now at work, dude.
See,
it's
that's what I'm
like
saying.
it's like, and usually those people, from my experience in the past, they don't hang around a long time.
Yeah.
Because they were pushed too fast in the position
Exactly.
before anybody could see if they could take certain amount of stress levels.
Yeah.
And then when you see that they're stressed, they can't get through it because they didn't go through the ranks to learn how it was operated. They usually don't last really that long at all, man. They usually wind up taking whatever they learned somewhere else.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
usually what happens, what I've seen.
Yes, this is what happens. But whole show is about just how bad business is now, how it's depleted, and it's not any good anymore. And I'm gonna get back on the thing about answering phones though. We gotta start making people happy, the customers. Because we're the ones that keep your business alive. Like, why? What is so hard about having people answer the phone? I don't care about the cost of paying somebody. At least, I think you'll have more loyal customers, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If you have people that's like, oh, I like calling this company. They answer the phone. You'll make people happy for a change. Instead of trying to be just greedy, because people don't like just greed. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking about this one day when I was driving the other day. I said, what if everybody said, we ain't paying rent? Everybody. But see, this is the problem with everybody don't have the balls of the mouse guys. You know what I'm saying? If you did, this could happen. Everybody California could say, we ain't paying rent no more. Do you know how much money these people would lose?
Man, it's the same thing with these people saying that we ain't gonna cover you with insurance. What do the people who own the houses do? What can they do?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So if everybody said we ain't gonna pay, what they gonna do?
Yep.
There's nothing they can do.
Ain't nothing they can do. They ain't gonna
But
lose
change.
all that money. They're gonna change. They're gonna say, well, it's time for us to start lowering this rent. Because if nobody paid, do you know how much it's gonna cost to kick everybody out of their place?
Yeah.
Court costs and all that,
And nobody to move in them.
and nobody to move in them. Man, they're gonna lower your rent so fast. They'll get some act right quick. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of stuff, but this is the problem. People are scary. People are weak, and nobody's gonna stand up for nothing.
Yeah.
If people
No, they
wasn't
won't.
weak-minded people, we could do it. We'd all say, this is what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna start lowering the rent and the cost of housing because this has gotten out of control. People with mortgages too. I ain't talking about just apartments. I'm talking about houses too. Everybody can say enough is enough.
Yeah.
And nobody paid nothing. What they gonna do? You gonna start sending the military in to kick people out? But guess what? The military people, they got houses and stuff too. They ain't gonna be paying rent either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So what you gonna do?
Yeah, it'll be a trickle down effect, man, because if people ain't paying taxes, guess what? A whole bunch of stuff in the city ain't gonna be getting done. That
Exactly.
means they got to start laying. It'll be a trickle down effect. People start getting laid off
It
from
will.
the city and
It
the
will.
county and everything else. So
Yep.
they'll be forced.
Yeah.
Police officers,
Yep.
firemen, everything
Yeah,
will be affected.
They'll get right then, I bet you.
Yeah, I believe so.
But my whole bottom line, the point is this. Think about the people. You know what I'm saying? Answer the damn phone and stop having us talking to AIs and answer machines and people that can't hardly understand English. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and if you don't do that, you know what we should do?
What?
Stop paying rent. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm telling you. You know, it's funny you talk about answering the phone. Some of the biggest companies that were that were the cause of not answering phones. Some of the biggest companies was Apple, Verizon, Southwest Airlines, United Airlines, Delta, the IRS, and AT&T. Yeah, and the worst industries for call wait times was telecommunications, which is 32%, airline travel 20%.
They were the worst, you said?
The worst
Oh,
in,
wow.
in call time waiting was telecommunications, air travel, financial, government, and retail.
Telecommunications.
Uh-huh.
You telecommunications, you the worst.
Yeah, that's an oxymoron, huh? That don't
What
even make
about the
sense.
other? You said AT&T, a phone company.
Yeah.
And what else?
Apple,
Uh-huh.
Verizon,
Another company that has phone and internet.
Southwest Airlines, United Airlines, yep, IRS and AT&T.
The IRS,
AT&T.
they got some nerves. AT&T, another
Yeah.
phone coming out. Does this make any sense? Is anybody listening to this?
Yeah.
This does not make any sense that these people are bad at answering the phone. Their service is bad and they don't answer. This is pitiful. We got to start demanding better, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're traveling, you shouldn't be having no problems talking to nobody.
Yep.
I remember back in the day, you used to call people and they would do all your traveling arrangements for you.
I don't even think that exists anymore, travel agents. I don't even know if that exists anymore.
Oh, no, man. I'm saying even the travel, the airlines themselves.
Oh.
You can call a direct line and they would do everything for you.
Why? Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
for real. And you can I've had situations where I tried to call like airlines. It's just they take all day. And what about the people that be having you on hold for like an hour and 20 minutes?
Yep.
That be, man, I don't like holding on the phone for an hour and 20. After about 10, 15 minutes, I hang up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do it. Why? That's rude.
And some of these places, man, they have automated systems to where they'll reroute you back to the beginning automatically.
exactly.
And then they have like these little line. They have this in the AI part of it to where they can like they know when a person is stressed, and then they'll send you back to the beginning of the call.
Wow. How dirty is that?
Yeah.
That ain't right, man. It's really not right. And we need to do something about this, man. We got to start demanding things to be better for us, man. We're the one that's paying into all this stuff. You know, you're paying all this money to get good service, and you're not getting it. Like, I remember when me and my woman would first go out and eat steaks and stuff. You know, I love my steaks, so at least once a month I try to go out to dinner and have a steak. Before, when they wouldn't cook my food right, I'd be like, whatever, you know, and I'll leave it alone. Now I'll be saying stuff. I didn't want to be the difficult customer, but I'm like, wait a minute, I'm paying for this stuff. Why am I paying for a service and you're not even doing it right? How is that making any sense? I said, I'm going to have to start saying something, man. I told my girl, hey, we ain't going to be letting them cook our food any kind of way. And then we told you how we wanted it. If you didn't do it right, that's your fault. So it's getting sent back. You know what I mean? I'll send it back now, man.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, man.
I would. As much as you go there too, to some
Exactly.
of the places you guys go to,
That's
oh
what I'm
yeah, heck yeah. As much
Exactly.
money as you spent there for years,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I would.
Like, for real.
If I was a loyal customer to a place like that, yeah, I would.
And this is my problem, man. There's no loyalty to people when it comes to business anymore of how you treat people, man. And this is what I don't like. This is what the whole subject is about. Start treating people better, man, out here in these businesses, man. You know what I mean? You know, because when I was on the streets doing my thing, I treated my customers well.
I'm sure.
That's why they came to me all the time. And people be like, why'd they go to Ricky? Because Ricky treated people good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all we ask for is good service, too.
Yep.
But anyway, is there a bonehead segment today?
Yeah, I got a quick one, man.
So it's time for...
The bonehead segment. Yeah, man, this goes out to this little foreign company called Klarna Unbuild. After firing employees to replace them with AI automation, the company giant reported failing customer satisfaction and rising complaints. By mid-2025, the CEO admitted the automation had gone too far because they were having problems with people calling in. The company began rehiring the human staff to restore service quality. So they were one of the companies that used what's called sludge, which would reroute you back to the beginning of the call if you were having problems with the call.
Okay.
Right? So what wound up happening was they had to rehire the people and get back the humans after all. They thought they could save money by replacing them with automation, but it didn't work, man. So for trying to be cheap and save money, which backfired, this company gets the Bonehead Award. Congratulations.
They deserve it.
They deserve it, dude.
For real. And I'm glad it didn't work, and I'm glad they had to go back to using people.
Yeah, you tried to save money for a quarter or two, but then it backfired.
Exactly. See? That's
Lost
what I'm
all
saying.
those millions.
That needs to happen to a lot of companies. The way they be doing their stuff, it needs to backfire on them, man.
Yeah.
That way they'll get back to doing stuff the right way. Because a lot of people, I feel like growing up, like things were done right. I can say that. When you look back, things were done the right way when we were growing up. Now, it's all about greed. It's all about nepotism. It's all about just giving people stuff way too fast. We got to cut it out. Because even at my job, when I first got hired, it was about quality. They were hiring quality people, man. Now they went to start just hiring people just off of you look at their resume. Okay, yeah, you hired. You're like, dang, that quick? We had to go through a long, drawn-out process. And we had good quality people. The retention was good and everything. Now, half the people they get, they don't even be lasting that long.
Pretty much we were talking about a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So, you start getting bad quality, man, it's not going to work. So People need to step it up in business, man, and start trying to be better at the quality of business and satisfying the customers instead of being just simply greedy and don't care about the people that's keeping your business alive. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that was a bow on that topic.
Man,
That was a nice
real.
bow on that topic.
right?
Yeah.
Man. And now it's time for the 10 Mouse Commandments.
Oh yeah, man. It's like one of my favorite parts of the show, other than us just interacting, talking about the topics. I really like this part.
Yep.
Well, the whole thing, but I really like this.
Yeah.
Mouse commandment number 1, thou shalt not ever let a woman tell him how to drive.
No, don't let tell you how to drive. What do you think about those cars that drive, people in
Like the ones that where it could drive itself driving?
yeah.
I don't like that, man.
Well, nobody won't tell you how to drive.
That's unsafe
I
to
know.
me.
It's
I
unsafe
just-
to me too. I was
I
thinking
can't.
about it.
I know some of the Teslas, you can't fall asleep.
Right.
You have to be up. But still, man, like it's just something about not being in control, holding the steering wheel and the gas. I don't think I'll feel
I don't
right.
like that either.
No.
But I always say people followers, people want to be the first one to do stuff and just show off. Oh yeah, look at me, I'm in the driving this car. Yeah, but when your butt getting in the crash or something, you ain't gonna be too happy. Because I saw this thing the other day where one of those cars got in the middle of it was police had somebody hemmed up, and they drove right through it, but it had somebody hemmed up. Cause it's
A self-driving car?
Yeah.
Was anybody in it?
yes. What if they would have had to start letting off on somebody? Yeah, man, because the computer they ain't telling you, oh, this police is doing this right now. They don't know that yet. They say, oh, but they're gonna fix it.
Man.
That person could have got lit up.
I know there's a company right now. I don't know if you guys have them a lot out there. There's a company that have white vehicles that pick up people and nobody driving them.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm talking about.
Okay. Man, I'm usually out there like running. When I'm out there running, I guess they don't know that you're not the person that they're supposed to pick up. But every time I'm out there running, there always one that wind up like driving slowly by me until it figures out I'm not the person they're supposed to pick up. Then it'll speed off. That happens to me every single time I'm out there running. And sometimes you can feel somebody out there like something out there on the side of you, and you look and it's a car, and I'll be like, they ain't figured that out yet.
See, there's a lot of stuff they got to work out.
Yeah, and they're usually somebody like about maybe a half mile up the road who's waiting and they pick it up.
Because I think I seen something too where like, how a school bus stop and they letting out kids. I think they kept going by that too.
What?
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to pass on the left. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ooh, my good dude, they waiting for a lawsuit.
That's what I'm saying. I like to be out there. They could like run over my toe or something.
Yeah, your pinky toe, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can get retirement. You can get that
Exactly.
right now. You don't have to wait.
I'm fall on the ground and be like, I'm done.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah.
Mouse commandment number 2: thou shalt not ever hold your woman's purse while shopping.
Nope.
Yeah, don't do that, man.
I ain't trying to do that, man.
Yeah, because that's the form of starting that control thing we always talk about. And I don't even see the point of holding a purse while somebody's shopping anyway.
Nah.
Like, for real.
You shouldn't have brought that big old purse if you wanted somebody to hold it.
Yep, leave it home.
Or maybe you just should have left it. Oh, yeah, all together. Just didn't even bring one.
Exactly.
Man, Mouse commandment number 3, thou shalt not ever, 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 even during breast cancer month, wear pink.
Yeah, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It don't look right.
Nah.
Back in the day when I seen people wearing pink, I said, that's something I won't be doing. Because I didn't like it then, I don't like it now.
I never thought of putting on anything pink.
Me either. Even though they do this thing, where, wear this for breast cancer awareness, all that. I'll be like, nah, I'm cool. I can show my awareness and, stuff in the way I want to do it. It don't have to be just pink.
That's just a color somebody designated for breast
Yeah.
cancer month. It don't mean that you have to support it by wearing it. You can wear anything you want to support it.
Exactly.
I look at it.
Mouse commandment number 4: thou shalt not ever wear skinny jeans or sag pants past your butt.
Who would want? Why would you want to sag pants?
I don't know. I'll just be glad when that little trend go away because over years it's got worse and worse and worse. In the 90s, people started sagging pants, maybe even the 80s, but it wasn't very much. But it's like they're getting lower, lower, and lower each freaking 10 years or something. I don't know. And it's to the point where it looks stupid now.
Yeah.
Next they're going to be on their ankles, I guess.
Yeah, and how they gonna be able to walk?
They ain't going to be able to. But it's going to be the style.
Oh man, this is crazy, dude.
It is.
Mouse commandment number 5, thou shalt not ever, and I mean ever, say happy wife, happy life.
As a matter of fact, they should say something that I be thinking about. Plenty of loving makes a happy husband.
Ain't too many getting that.
But yeah, well, I'm tired of that saying, man. Do you think people still say that a lot though? Happy wife, happy life.
You know, I think it's probably more like older people say it, maybe
Yeah.
not the younger ones.
That's good.
It's probably more like the older ones. The younger ones, they have whatever version they have.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. I hope it goes away.
Me too, slowly.
Yeah. Mouse commandment number 6: Thou shalt not ever wear fingernail polish, makeup, or women's underwear.
Who would? Oh, dude.
I was tripping off of something too when I was thinking about, dude, how many men can fit women's underwear? Most women are smaller than dudes most of the time, ain't they? Not always, but I'm just saying.
You know, it might be more men that can wear them now than ever because actually the average man is 5'9", they say, and 168 pounds, and the average woman is 5'4" and 187 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So maybe more now than ever before. Some men can wear it
Oh, wow.
because it's but
Who would want to?
exactly like
That's the big thing.
yeah,
Don't do it.
heck no. Man, mouse commandment number 7: Thou shalt not constantly text and call his woman to check in.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nah.
You got to call and check in. Something wrong, man. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be checking in on nobody. You're grown up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If they want you to check in, they're slowly but surely trying to gain control over you.
Yep.
You shouldn't let it happen. You know, not at all.
Nope.
Mouse commandment number 8: Thou shalt not ever give a woman the password to your cell phone, which is kind of like number 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's control with that phone. You know, because everybody on their phone all day, every day nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it be so much a part of your life where it's causing issues and problems. You know what I mean?
I ain't getting a password to my cell phone, dude.
I'm not either, man.
Even if you paying the bill, nope, that's not happening.
You don't need it.
Nah, for what? Nah.
For what?
That's just giving too much away. I mean, I don't think that even if you married to somebody, you shouldn't have to do that, man.
Nah.
I mean, some people will probably require it or will question you on it, but nah, I ain't doing that.
It's supposed to be about trust. And if you trust your dude, you shouldn't have to be doing all that.
Yeah, I totally don't agree with that.
I don't either.
Nah, dude. Man, mouse commandment number 9: Thou shalt not ever let his woman treat him like a child.
This is like one of the worst ones to me out of these Mouse commandments, because getting treated like a child means basically they have absolutely zero respect for you as a man, period. And that is what you shouldn't be cool with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for real. Them telling you how to dress, how to drive, and what to do every day on a regular basis. Like, babe, you need to go to the doctor. You got a cut on your feet. You know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be able to just treat you like a kid, and they're treating their kids more like an adult than they treating you.
Yep.
They got the nerve to try to treat you like a child. Their kid running over them. What kind of crazy stuff is that?
That's crazy. That's like something's wrong.
Something is very wrong.
Yeah, that's mental.
Huh. And finally, mouse commandment number 10: Thou shalt not ever, and I mean ever, wife up a woman with a high body count.
High body count. Ugh.
Y'all don't fall into this crap. Like when we was kids, well, I don't want to say
couldn't do it.
kids, it's very young men in our late teens, early 20s. We would say, don't let a, what turn a hole into a housewife.
Yep.
That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
And now they turn the holes into housewives.
They just crazy. I mean,
How did this happen?
athletes,
Yes,
football, basketball
Yeah.
players, they're just that's the norm.
I know.
It's like if you're not one, they don't want you.
But you wonder how that happened. Like, is it because they're not really street people, so they don't get it? Or like, what is it, man, that made them start doing this stuff? I'm wondering.
I know, that's crazy.
Like, they be
dude.
passing around these women, and you see so many different women as doctors and newscasters and, nurses and, lawyers and, they got great jobs, but they decide to mess around with the women who's out there twerking all the time
Yeah.
and messing with the same dudes over and over and over.
And you got all these beautiful career women
That's
who
what
are
I'm saying.
doctors and lawyers
Professors.
and have their masters and
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
All kind of good stuff going on, and you want to mess with these same old girls.
Maybe it's just too easy. It's just easy to get the HOE.
I don't know if that's good.
Yeah. Nothing should be good if it's too easy because everybody will be doing that, and they are.
Exactly. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you like having a pair of big cojones like me, I would listen to these 10 box commandments.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. But if your woman pulls down your pants It looks like you got 2 green beans down there. It's not good.
No.
So if you want to be a man again, you want to get him back up. You want to be a man again?
Come
Joey Mouse.